Hi guys, welcome back to my XVS guide. Now I'm gonna review Reno, free character from Final Fantasy VII Remake. So I must say, because we are on the Neo Vision era, Gumi create him really good. Okay, so first let's take a look on his stats. Like you can see that his stats can compete with your real premium character like Riku X2. Okay, because like you can see that he gets nice defense and spirit. Not only that, his health and MP are also decent. I must say he gonna be pretty durable in the battle. And yes, he is not true dual wield character, he is true double hand, but really guys, you don't need to pay attention on his attack stats because his damage modifier is kinda suck. And for ailment resist, he has sleep, blind, paralyzed. Nice, okay, you only lack petrify and confuse. And another amazing thing about him is he has 130% thunder resist. So yes, it's insane. Okay, the enemies still have problem even when they able to imperil him. And not only that, he also has 30% other elemental resist. So easy to gear when you need to tinkering on your elemental Tetris. Okay, and for fast LBV rate, he has 50% fast LBV rate. Maybe it's quite low, but you will see later that his limit burst only need 20 LB crystals, so you don't need lots of faster LBV rate, especially if you already able to give him buff in the battle. Okay, and maybe the best is, I must say, 20% physical evasion. So we kind of need 100% physical evasion, either for normal or for provoker. Okay, you can make him to provoker, you will see later on his equipment section. So this 20% physical evasion gonna save him one ability or accessory slot. Really nice. And he able to counter enemy physical and magic attack with 80% all stats break. It only lasts for one turn, but the chance is quite high because he has 100% increased counter chance. Okay, and if you make him into provoker, he will get hit a lot. Very nice, I must say. And he also get 5% thunder damage increase through buff, but that's not important because like I said, you don't need to care about his damage. Okay, so enough about stats. Now let's take a look on his abilities. So first, he is a breaker. So what's good about him is he can break all enemies 75% of all stats. Maybe you say, what, 75%? Not impressive at all. Yes, I know the top tier breakers like Van, Lit, and yeah, I mean Lakshmi Lit able to break better than this, but still 75% are still relevant. Okay, it is like not the best but also perfectly acceptable. So I must say it is still okay to have this 75% breaks. Okay, because you can spam it on the first turn. I mean, you can use it on the first turn and you can spam it after that, because after using the cooldown, which has 6 turns cooldown, okay, you can use his limit burst. And his limit burst only need 20 LB crystals. So yes, it is very easy to spam this even with that 50% faster LBV rate passive. And remember, he has 200% faster LBV rate buff to himself through the cooldown. So it's really easy to get this LB crystals. And it also imperil lightning resist by 120%. So the difference is here compared to Riku. Okay, Riku not able to imperil, but she able to imbue all characters with thunder element. But for this Reno, he doesn't able to imbue your character with thunder element, but he able to remove, to imperil the enemy thunder resist. So it's, which one is more useful? I can say that it depends on situation. But Reno is, I must say that if he was released back then, I think he is kinda worth to become premium breaker. Okay, at this point he is also good because he also can chain with Mirror of Equity and Bolting Strike. You may say that Mirror of Equity is not meta anymore because yes, Neo Vision rely on Stardust Ray, but again, there are lots of characters, side characters, I mean, the tank who still use Mirror of Equity as their chaining family. Okay, so really nice. And the best part is he has triple cast. So unlike Riku, he can chain perfectly with, let's say you want to use more Hero Regen, then you can do that because he learns triple cast, okay, right from the start. Very nice, no need to have a setup, and he has plus 10% thunder damage buff to all characters. So 10% may seem small, but trust me, it will matter. Okay, especially if you deal, let's say, 100 million damage, especially for Neo Vision. Okay, you can imperil, you can break. So he is really slot efficient character for Dark Vision. I mean, not Neo Vision, for Dark Vision or normal trial. Really nice. And that's for the abilities. Now let's talk about equipment. For equipment here, I think if you really want to use him and kinda usable on this Neo Vision meta, then you need to make him into 100% evasion and provoker. And yes, I know it may be not free to play friendly. Actually, I cannot say free to play, but it's not newbie friendly. You need to become veteran on this game because you need to have some limited equipment. The first is Mughal Charm because this will give you 50% draw attack. Next is K Producer's Jacket, 20% draw attack. And after that, you need to have Seeker of Rhythm Van STMR. I know this sounds stupid because Seeker of Rhythm Van is simply better breaker than him, but still, Seeker of Rhythm Van cannot chain with Mirror of Equity. And talking about Seeker of Freedom Van capabilities as a finisher, remember that we have Neo Vision right now, so Seeker of Freedom of Van damage is not that amazing anymore. So I think maybe it's better on some situation to use Reno to act as support chainer. Okay, with Durandal you get 30% evasion and 30% draw attack. So with those three equipments, you have 100% draw attack and 50% evasion. Okay, you still have lots of abilities and equipment slots. Simply max his physical evasion and tada, you have amazing Reno. You don't need to care that much about his thrust ability because I don't think that's really important. The only useful is 50% lightning resist, but that's also kind of niche. But even without his thrust ability, he still has 80% thunder resist. So yes, simply forget about his thrust ability when you cannot afford to equip it. So enough about equipment, now let's talk about partner. So for partner, there are many Bolting Strike and Absolute Mirror of Equity chaining. But for Bolting Strike, you are locked to Thunder Element, but maybe that's not a big problem if you have Rain and Wild Card Ace, okay, because they can use Lightning, so they can chain, they can do Elemental Chain with Reno, okay. But yes, I think they are not Neo Vision, so let's focus on Neo Vision. To support your Neo Vision, you need to pair your Reno with side jobs. Side backup chainer too, like this Hallowed, Aegis Charlotte, and Lightning 13 too. These two can become your AoE magic tank, which is good because remember, he becomes 100% evasion provoker. So for physical, single target physical, you already able to handle that. With Reno, what you need is AoE magic cover. And one thing to note here is Hallowed Aegis Charlotte is best to be used as AoE physical cover, but she has that AoE magic cover too. You need to pay attention when you use her LP because it will switch into physical cover, which make like Reno provoke kinda useless, but still it is not that useless if the enemy able to bypass your AoE physical cover. Okay, Reno will still take the damage. So yes, for lightning she also only get that double cast, so try to timing the attack, but still perfectly usable. Okay, so in about partner, my conclusion for Reno. So we are on Neo Vision era. Okay, so I can say that almost all 7 stars DPS gonna be not that good. Okay, unless they have something like killer or whatever, so they can deal insane amount of damage to the enemies. But for breaker, tank, we can still use them. And one of good example is this Reno. Okay, you don't need to care about his attack stats as long as you're able to build him to survive like 100% efficient and provoke the enemy. He can works really well with your Neo Vision. And remember, he able to chain with Mirror of Equity, so he can let your Tifa finish the enemy using her limit burst to deal insane amount of damage. Okay, so make sure you don't underestimate Reno and still buy his Prism. Of course, you need to farm on Final Fantasy VII Remake. The point here is yes, you can max him. Okay, max him. Don't underestimate because he is free 7 stars. He is still perfectly good. And for Trust Master reward, I must say this is maybe one of the worst free Trust Master reward from character, because like you know that Mace is kinda lame weapon. So until Mace gets better treatment on this game, I think this Trust Master reward has really no value, only for himself. For STMR, this is nice because it gives you 45 defense and spirit, quite high, and 90% fatal damage protection when health above 50%. So this is good when you want to stack your fatal damage protection. I know that the chance only 90%, but still, if let's say this fail to protect your character, at least your character still have that 1% above health. Yeah, health plus. I mean, your character still has protection from their own fatal damage passive. Okay, so when you recover the health, this can be used again when it is not triggered. Okay, so yep, I think that's all you need to know about Reno. Thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy Pro FFBE Guide. Bye bye guys.